Hi, Pastor Dan here from Dexter Gospel Church. Welcome to our fourth installment of Proverbs Practicals. There's a learning curve for us here, so bear with us as we figure out the ins and outs of online ministry. Yesterday we posted 2 of these Proverbs Practicals rather than live streaming them as planned, so you should be able to catch up with the other 2 verses that we've covered so far in our channel if you'd like to. Today we come to a verse about how God looks at how we look at the things that happen to other people. Proverbs chapter 17 verse 5 says, Whoso reproacheth the poor, whoso mocketh the poor reproacheth his maker, and he that is glad at calamities shall not be unpunished. So it's pretty common for people to look down on other people. We do this for all kinds of divisions. It can be people of different races, different athletic abilities, or this is the one the verse focuses on, different economic levels. It's really easy to assume, especially with things like wealth, that the reason we are different is because we are better, or the reason they are different is because they are worse. I think this is what John would call in 1 John the pride of life, one of the motivators that rules this world. And often, when we feel superior to someone, we feel like it's justified to make fun of them. That's the idea of mocking someone here. It can be scorning people, laughing at people, holding them in derision. It's thinking you're superior to someone else or laughing at them. It's like thinking of the poor as riffraff or somehow less deserving of help or deserving of mockery. But when we do this, it says that we reproach their maker. When we make fun of another person, we forget that that other person has the same maker that we do. We forget that the Maker, the Creator, loves His creation, all of it, even and perhaps especially that person whom we are mocking. We forget that all human beings, ourselves and the poor, are created in the image of God. So when someone makes fun of the poor, they're reproaching or criticizing God, in whose image that poor person was made. We're mocking something that God loves. How do we feel about it when someone mocks someone or something that we love? And unbeknownst to the writer of Proverbs at the time, when God Himself came to earth in the person of Jesus, do you know what form He took? He came as the poor. This is revealed by the sacrifice that Joseph and Mary offered at the temple when Jesus was born. The Old Testament law gives different tiers of sacrifice, more expensive sacrifices for those who can afford it, and more affordable sacrifices for those who were poor. And Joseph and Mary, when they offered the sacrifice for the birth of Jesus, offered the one for the poor. Not only that, but once Jesus left his work as a craftsman, he ended up living homeless, eating whatever other people served him, staying wherever other people invited him. When he died, he was buried in a borrowed tomb, for the Creator of all the earth didn't own so much as a burial plot upon the earth. So when someone makes fun of the homeless, or looks down on those in poverty, or assumes that they're better than someone else because they have more money, or believes they're more worthwhile than another because of their prosperity, they reproach God. In the form this word appears here, it implies not just reproach, but defiance and taunting. It is a dangerous thing to taunt God, who let us have any wealth we have and the ability and opportunity to gain it. It's a risky thing to defy God, who created all in His image and ultimately will judge us all on things far more important than how much money we had. This behavior of reproaching the poor is paired with another, though. And that is being happy when bad things happen to other people. It speaks of he that is glad at calamities shall not be unpunished. There is this tendency to kind of snicker when misfortune befalls someone else, especially someone we don't like. We laugh because we think they had it coming. This is at the core of a huge amount of humor and comedy, isn't it? Bad things happening to someone we think deserves it. It's ironically also at the heart of a lot of horror books and movies. Bad things happening to bad people for our entertainment. Now, we do it in real life too, not just in fiction and in movies. This is the heart that chortles when a natural disaster happens to an enemy nation. When someone who has hurt us has something or someone hurt them, we smile and kind of give karma a high five. But that is not the heart of love. It's a heart of arrogance. Did they deserve the bad thing that happened to them? Is it kind of funny that what they did to us, someone else did to them? Well, perhaps they deserved it. And perhaps it's just one of the catastrophic effects of sin upon the world that they just got caught in the blast radius. Are we the judge who would know? Besides, if we all got what we deserve for all the wrong that we have done, I think you know where God says that would end. Being happy when bad things happen to other people is a crime in the eyes of God. He says that people who do that will not be unpunished. The Hebrew can literally mean will not be held innocent. These realities should leave us with a heart of humility. Everyone we encounter was created in the image of God. And if we want others to get what they deserve, then we ought to be okay with us getting what we deserve. And we aren't. Instead of wishing the worst upon them, we should be wishing the best upon them and leaving judgment in the hands of the only one who is qualified to do it. He is both creator and judge, and we answer to him. As always, if you've got a Bible question or a comment about this, we'd love to see it down in the comments section, and it may be that we can interact with it in a future video. Until next time, I hope you stay both safe and well.